Hi, Danny with Enphase. Let's review wiring here in an Enphase Training and Development Lab. We'll take a look at it from the roof down. Power output from the microinverters lands in the IQ combiner box. The combined output from here terminates in the PV-AC combiner input down here in the IQ system controller. Your backup protected subpanel is fed from the load's output here. Once you've selected your circuits to back up, there's a few details to control these circuits. From the backup protected load center, you will first route the wires to the IQ load controller line in terminals. Then the line out wires head back to the loads. This is so we can turn items on and off based on the system settings and as the site conditions allow. The IQ load controller is powered from a single pole 120 volt breaker located in the backup protected subpanel. This feeds a 24 volt power supply. The IQ system controller is what controls the contactors in each IQ load controller. It does this by switching on and off the 24 volts to each of these contactors. To recap, there are three main wiring concepts. Identify and relocate selected essential circuits to the backup sub panel. Be sure that neutral wiring remains intact. If multi-wire or shared neutral circuits are found, keep the phases the same as you found them so you don't overload neutral wiring. It's a best practice to keep items phased as they were. L1 should stay connected to L1. L2 still is L2. Mark them before you remove and relocate the wires. For a given sunlight backup protected circuit, you will first route wire from the breaker to the IQ load controller contactor and then back to the load. Between the load controller and system controller, the low voltage control circuits work as follows. Negative from the power supply lands on the contactor control inputs here. The positive will be your switch leg. First, they are routed to the IQ system controller auxiliary inputs here. If the internal switch is closed or on, the circuit, meaning the positive, will return to the contactor churning the load on. Pro tip, it's okay to share the incoming low voltage control wire here, but be sure the returning switch legs are separate for each contactor.